What happens when an oil tanker is struck by an Iranian drone in the Strait of Hormuz? No warning, just impact, fire, and a race against time. Out here, everything looks calm. A tanker this size doesn't rush. It moves with certainty. Steel, fuel, and thousands of tons of momentum, cutting through one of the busiest waterways on Earth. Inside, it's routine. Engine steady, crew focused, systems stable. Nothing feels wrong. But sometimes, the ocean doesn't give warnings. It happened in an instant. A flash, then impact. Steel tore open like paper. Fire erupted across the deck, and within seconds, everything changed. Alarms screamed. Lights failed. The hull was breached, and the ocean was already inside.
Vibration levels are within normal range.
Fuel began spilling into the water. Flames spread across exposed lines. Below deck, pressure built fast. Water surged through compartments. Electrical systems started collapsing, and the ship began to lean. Every second made it worse. This wasn't just damage, this was loss of control. And then the reality hit. They had 10 minutes. 10 minutes to stop the flooding, contain the fire, and keep this ship from going under. Or it was gone.
Control, we are taking on water. Repeat, taking on water.
The fire wasn't the biggest threat, but if it spread, everything else would be lost with it. They had to contain it, fast, and without making the situation worse.
Get out the sky!
They fought the fire with everything they had, but every drop of water created a new problem.
Secure the valves on deck 4 immediately! Do not hesitate! Just lock them down!
By now, the balance was gone. And once a ship starts to lean, it rarely comes back. The damage had moved below the surface. Water was rising where it mattered most, inside the systems that kept the ship alive. Electricity and water don't mix. Down here, one mistake could take out everything, so they sealed it off and sacrificed part of the ship to save the rest. Inside, the systems responded. Water levels dropped, power flickered, then returned. Engines struggled, but didn't stop. The fire was out. The breach was holding. For a moment, it looked like they'd done it.
Secure the main line now!
They tried to seal it. A plate, a weld, a quick fix under pressure, but the ocean doesn't negotiate. The force blew straight through it. The breach held. The ship kept taking water, and time was running out. There was only one option: seal the breach and hope it holds. The first attempt was over. Now they had to rethink everything before time ran out. The first attempt failed, so they changed approach and took the fight outside the hull. There was no time left for hesitation. Once the tools came alive, there was no turning back. The flames were contained, but the danger was far from over. So they changed the plan, not from inside, but from the outside. Divers deployed into darkness, descending beneath the hull toward the damage. No margin for error, no second chances. Underwater, they worked against pressure, current, and time. Every weld mattered, every seal had to hold. Slowly, the flow began to ease. For the first time since the impact, the ship had a chance. For the first time, the damage began to give. Not fixed, but finally controlled. The pressure began to drop. For the first time since impact, the ship was holding. Power returned, piece by piece, not fully restored, but enough to keep fighting.
Control, Sector 4 is clear.
But the damage ran deeper. The structure had taken too much. The weight had shifted. The balance was gone. And when the next wave hit, everything came back under pressure. The repairs held, but the ship didn't. Systems began to fail again. Not suddenly, but slowly. And that was worse, because now there was nothing left to try. At first, it was barely noticeable. A drip, a shift, a slight change in angle, then more water, more weight, more tilt.
Dead in the water.
The crew felt it before they saw it. This wasn't recovery anymore. This was descent. The ocean was taking it back, piece by piece. Steel groaned, decks tilted, and the ship began to sink. The load gave way. Containers broke loose, sliding, tipping, falling into the sea. One after another. Nothing could stop it now. Not the crew, not the repairs, not the time they fought to buy.
Hold fast!
And then, silence. Far below the surface, it came to rest. Where no alarms reach, no engines run, no one can follow. Just steel and the slow drift of time.